सहनौ भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। देवी दुर्गे देवी जननी देवी दुर्गे देवी जननी देवी भुवन मोहिनी देवी भुवन मोहिनी देवी दुर्गे देवी जननी त्रिशूलधारिणी त्रिलोकपालिनी त्रिशूलधारिणी त्रिलोकपालिनी सकल भुवन पोषिणी सकल सकल भुवन पोषिणी सकल सिंहवाहिनी सुंदर रूपिणी सिंहवाहिनी सुंदर रूपिणी सर्वमंगलदायिनी सर्वमंगलदायिनी देवी दुर्गे देवी जननी देवी भुवन मोहिनी देवी भुवन मोहिनी ॐ namo Narayanaya. Om namo Narayanaya. Om namo Narayanaya. Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. So yesterday in the last class we have seen Ashwatthama to take revenge in the night in the Pandava camp when everybody was sleeping. He went there and killed all the children of the Pandavas, the 5 children of Draupadi. Also he killed Drishtadyumna and Shikhandi. So then Arjuna consoled his wife, and then along with Krishna he went for a chase. Finally, when Ashwatthama came to know that he can't escape, what did he do? He released Brahmastra. Arjuna was not aware what was happening. So he asked Bhagwan, what is happening? I surrender unto you. My life is in danger. Please protect me. So then Bhagwan said, Arjuna, Ashwatthama has released Brahmastra. There is no counter missile for it. So there is only one way. You also have to release this Brahmastra and then withdraw both of them. That's what Arjuna does. And then Arjuna, caught hold of Ashwatthama, tied him down like a sacrificial animal. Bhagwan then told Arjuna, kill him. He is an atatai. He doesn't deserve pardon. But then Arjuna doesn't do it. Why? Na aichat hantum, because Guru Sutam. So it is said here in the 40th verse of 7th chapter, Evam parikshata dharmam. So when Bhagavan was asking Arjuna to kill Ashwatthama, actually Bhagavan was testing Arjuna, his sense of right conduct. It is not that he was ordering Arjuna and Arjuna did not obey. That's not the way. Actually was testing. Is he really blind because of his anger, because of his revenge? So in fact, Bhagavan was happy that Arjuna did not kill him. So Ashwatthama was brought in front of Draupadi. Everybody was there. Pandavas were there. So what did Draupadi do? Absolutely unexpected. Any other woman would have screamed, shouted, yelled at him, asked her husband to kill him. But here was this great lady who just bowed down to Ashwatthama. And what did she say? Leave him. He is the son of our revered teacher. The son of the teacher should be revered equal to Guru himself. Leave him. That teacher who has taught us everything. You see, Krodhat bhavati sammoha sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Loss of memory. Loss of memory doesn't happen here. So Draupadi says, that Guru who has taught everything to us, we are what we are because of that teacher. We should never give sorrow to that family. And moreover, if we kill him, his mother will go through the same suffering which I am going through. As a mother, I know the pain when the child dies. I don't want his mother also to go through the same suffering. So therefore release him. So when these words were spoken by Draupadi, what was the response of Yudhishthira? He said, whatever Draupadi says, I fully back her. Because those words are Dharmam, Nyayam, Sakarunam, Nirvilikam, Samam, Mahat, from all directions, from whichever standpoint you take those words, this decision is the right decision. Immediately other Pandavas also, Nakula, Sahadeva, Dhananjaya, everybody agreed. Only one person did not agree. Who was he? Bhima. He was full of anger. He said, no, he's an Atata, he should be killed. He killed children and all that. So then Bhagavan turns to Arjuna. Arjuna, now you have to decide. What should be done? In the injunctions of the scriptures given by me, I only have said, Brahma Bandhu Nahantavyaha. A Brahmana, even if he be an inferior person, he should not be killed. At the same time, Atatai Vadharhanaha. A murderer, a non-Brahmana is fit to be killed. So, do that which will please me, which will please Draupadi, which will fulfill the promise you have given to Draupadi, and which will also please Bhima. That is called as dharmic action from all sides. So immediately Arjuna understood what has to be done. So what did he do? Verse number 55. Arjuna sahasatnyaya harir hardamathasina manim jahara murdhanyam dvijasya sahamurdhajam. Immediately Arjuna understood what Bhagavan expected from him. Sahasa, he did not take much time. Harehe hardam, what was that desire in the heart of Bhagavan? You see, that means there was perfect attunement between the devotee and the Lord. He immediately understood. Bhagavan need not tell him, hey, do this. He understood. What did he do? He took his asina, sword, and then manim jahara murdhanyam. Now this Ashwatthama had a mani on his forehead, a jewel. So he just removed that mani. So about this mani also I have to tell something. So all those things you will not find in Bhagavad. Okay? It is understood that you know. So now we have to explain what it is. So this mani, it was there even when he was born. As a blessing, he got it. And because of this mani, this jewel, which was there embedded in his body, not that something was kept on his head. Because of this mani, he was invincible. Nobody could defeat him. And also, he would not die. Nobody could kill him. And no missiles can affect him. It was a special divine boon given to him. Who has given? There is no clarity. But these are all the benefits. And also, if there is any injury in his body, that injury would be healed very quickly. And he will be untouched by any disease. So all those things was there in that money. Ashwatthama was blessed because of that. So that money, what did Arjuna do? Removed it. Manim jahar. Also, dvijasya sahamurdhajam, that tuft, shikha, he shaved his head. That's the point. So shaving the head is concerned to be humiliation of that person. Vimuchya rasanabaddham balahatyahata prabham tejasa maninahinam shibiran nirayapayat. So then they released him. That person whose face was dull. Ashwatthama's face, how was it? Hataprabham. That lustre of the body, of the face, that shine on the face, tejas on the face, it was gone. Why? Balahatya. Because of killing these children. So this is something, when we do something against the voice of conscience, then that is reflected on the face. You see all the face of these criminals and all that. Dullness. That cheerfulness, that joy, it won't be seen. That is called as hataprabham. So that person. And now that money also was gone. So all the tejas, everything was gone. Shibirat nirayapayat. Then he was sent away from that camp. That's all. That's the punishment. He was not killed. So then the law is mentioned. Vapanam dravinadanam sthanam niryapanam tatha esha hi brahma bandhunam vadho nanyosti daihikaha. So what Arjuna did was right. Because for a Brahma Bandhu, for a Brahmana who is an inferior person, what is his death? This is his death. Vapanam, shaving his head. Dravina adanam, confiscating his wealth. Sthanat niryapanam, taking away his power, position. This is considered to be the death for a Brahma Bandhu. Na anyaha asti daihika, not physically killing him. Now a question may come. Oh, there is a special treatment for Brahmanas also. Non-Brahmana should be killed. A Brahmana should not be killed. This is not fair. You see, the whole idea is this. A Brahmana is supposed to be an evolved person. Correct? Evolved, sensitive, mature person is called Brahmana in today's context. Not just Jati. Now, what is worse than killing as far as a Brahmana is concerned? Disrespect, humiliation. It is very, very painful. In fact, death is far better. And this is one of the arguments given by Lord in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna, do you know what will happen if you run away from the battlefield? Bhayad ranadyuparatam matsyante tvam maharathaha nindantastava samarthyam tato dukkhataram nukim. Arjuna, do you know? Avachya vadanscha bahun vadishyanti tavahitaha. People will speak such words which cannot be even uttered. They will ridicule you. They will make fun of you. Tato dukkhataram, can there be a greater sorrow than that? Sambhavitasya cha akirtihi maranad apirichyate. A person who has enjoyed respect in the society, for him disrespect is worse than death. It's a fact. Just imagine a person who has been revered, respected, everybody loved him, respected him, considered very high, and suddenly he does something. And everybody is looking down upon him. Such a person, just imagine his life afterwards. It's horrible. Especially in that cricket, there were captains of the teams. Finally, they were caught in some match fixing. You can't even think of their life after that incident. They would be silently praying, "Oh God, if death comes, that would be far better." Because everybody who looks at him, they will not think of his records, his performance, his abilities, his talent. Only one thing will come to their mind. What is that? This person cheated the country. Finished. He's a traitor. So that is why for a Brahmana, death is not prescribed. Because his real death is not physical death. Physical death is a blessing for him. What is real death? Rest of his life will let him rot in loneliness, with disrespect, with humiliation. A person who has lost that, he can never come back in that life. That mark will ever remain. You see? Now see, only for Brahmana this is said. Meaning evolved people. For the low evolved people, anyway there is no respect, self-respect, dignity, nothing is there. For them, physical death. Because, you understand? Just like an animal. Animal has no self-respect. It understands the language of love, but an animal will never understand the language of respect. You see? In the same way, low people, unevolved, immature people, they are almost like animals only. They don't understand the language of respect. They understand only the language of birth and death. So for the low people, yes, killing is mentioned, but for people who are evolved, the greater punishment is allow them to live in the society going through humiliation, disrespect. That is the meaning. Esha hi brahmabandhunam vadha na anyah. It's a great punishment. Right, continuing. Putra shokatura sarve pandavas saha krishnaya swanamrutanam yat krityam chakrur nirharanadikam. And then all of them, they perform their final rites, going to Ganga. All those final rites were performed. And all of them gathered. They cried, consoled each other. Bhagavan Krishna also consoled them along with other Rishi Munis. What is there in the destiny, nobody can wipe. We have to accept it, etc., etc. Okay, after that what? So 8th chapter. So those final rites, etc., they were mentioned in the first 4 verses, 5th verse. So now Krishna's job in Hastinapura is over. What all did he do in Hastinapura? Verse number 5. Sadhayitva jata shatroh swam rajyam kitavairhrutam ghatayitva sato rajnyah kachasparshak क्षतायुषः याजयित्वाश्वमेधैस्तं त्रिभिरुत्तमकल्पकैः तद्यशः पावनं दिक्षु शतमन्योरिवातनोत्. So Bhagavan's all plans were executed. What all were his plans? Giving the kingdom to Ajatashatru. Who is Ajatashatru? Yudhishthira. That kingdom which was usurped by evil king Duryodhana, it was given back to Yudhishthira. That job is done. Ghatayitva asatah rajnyah kachasparshakshatayushah. See the usage of this. Kachasparshakshatayushah. Those people who had attained their end of lifespan by touching the hair. You understood? So those evil people in the royal family who dragged Draupadi by holding their hair, the moment they touched their hair, their lifespan was over. What a beautiful usage. Kacha, hair. Sparsha, touch. Kshata, end. Ayusha. Those whose lifespan had ended the moment they disrespected Draupadi. Ghatavitva, Bhagavan killed all of them. And then Yajayitva Ashwamedhaihi, he made Yudhishthira perform 3 Ashwamedha Yaga. And this way, Tad Yashaha Pavanam Dikshuhu, he became very famous. How? Like Shatamanyu. Shatamanyu means Indra. Just like Indra, his fame spread far and wide because of his performance of 3 Ashwamedha Yagas. Thus, he became the emperor of the whole world. So, the job was done. Bhagavan has completed all his mission. So now he is planning to return. Return to where? The whole thing happened in Hastinapura, modern Delhi. Now Bhagavan is returning back to his abode. Where is his abode? Dwaraka. Amantriya Panduputranscha Shaineyodhava Sanyutah Dvaipayanadibhirvipraihi Pujitaif Pratipujitah Gantum Krutamatir Brahman Dwarakam Rathamasthitah Upalebhe Bhidhavantim Uttaram Bhayavihvalam. So now Krishna took formal leave from all the Pandavas, and then along with Satyaki and Uddhava, he was planning to return. So the great rishis like Dvaipayana, Vyasa Rishi, all those great Rishi Munis, they came to him. Bhagavan took blessings from them, bowed down to them. As far as younger members were concerned, they took blessing from Krishna. Elder members, Bhagavan took blessings from them. You see, Bhagavan is playing the role. You see. So elders, he would bow down, get their blessings. Youngsters or younger ones, he would bless them. He would say, I am the Lord, everybody should bow down to me. Whatever role you are playing, play it accordingly. Pujitaihi pratipujitah. Some worshipped him, some he worshipped them. So this way, Gantum Kritamatihi. He has made up his mind to return Dwarakam. So he was seated in the chariot. At that time, something happened. When he was seated on the chariot to depart to Dwaraka, Upalebhe Abhidhavantim, someone came running to him. Who was she? Uttara. Who is Uttara? Wife of Abhimanyu. Came running, Bhayavikvalam, full of fear, in panic. What did she say? Uttara uvacha. Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpate nanyam twadabhayam pasye yatra mrityuf parasparam. Pahi pahi, O Lord, save me, save me. Lord of Lords, Devadeva, Jagatpate, Lord of this world, save me. Na anyam tad abhayam. I don't find any other refuge other than you. In this world where everybody is engaged in mutual destruction. Remember, just now only a big war is over now. Yatra mrityuf parasparam. You can imagine that environment. So many people have already died. Mahabharata was a big war. Almost 18 Akshauhinis participated. Most of them were dead also. So a big war. Mrityuf parasparam. Where everybody is engaged in mutual destruction. Bhagavan, you alone are my savior. Abhidravati mamesha sharastaptaya so vibho kamam dahatu mam natha mame garbho nipatyatam. Bhagavan, towards me I am seeing one missile coming towards me. Sharah tapta ayasaha. Hot molten iron. This missile is coming towards me. Bhagavan, may this missile kill me. Kamam dahatu mam natha mame garbha. May it not destroy the child in my womb. Who is the child in her womb? Parikshit, son of Abhimanyu. So this child is there in the womb. She was pregnant. So Bhagavan, this is my only request. I may die. I have no problem in dying. But please protect this child. Then what happened? Upadharya vachastasyaha Bhagavan bhaktavatsalah apandavamidam kartrum dronairastram abudhyata. So then Bhagavan thought, who is this? Who is sending this missile? And then he came to know what? This missile is none other than Brahmastra sent again by Ashwatthama. For what? Apandavam idam kartum. Now this child in the womb is the only line which will continue that Pandava Vamsha. He wanted to destroy that also. He wanted to end Pandavas with Pandavas. So this was the only child. The 5 children are already dead. This one is remaining. So he sent Brahmastra to kill that child. This Bhagavan understood. That this is Draunehi Astram, sent by son of Drona, Ashwatthama. Tarhyevatha munishrestha Pandavav panchasayakan Atmano bhimukhan deeptan Alakshyastranyupadaduhu. Not only that he sent a missile to kill this child, he also had sent this Brahmastra itself divided into 5, wanting to kill the 5 Pandavas. The 5 Pandavas should die and this child also should die. And thus Pandavas saw these 5 missiles coming towards them. Then what happened? Vyasanam vikshya tattesham ananya vishayatmanam Sudarshanena swastrena swanam raksham vyadhat vibhu. So when these missiles were approaching Pandavas, they immediately got ready with their weapons, etc. to resist this weapon, to resist this Brahmastra. But remember, you cannot do anything with Brahmastra. It's the most powerful weapon. Nobody can face it. Bhagavan knew it. Vyasanam vikshya, seeing that his devotees are in trouble. You see the terms used. Ananya Vishayatmana. Who are these Pandavas? Ananya Vishayatmas. Ananya Vishayatma means what? Throughout their life, their attention is only upon Bhagavan. This is called Ananya Vishaya. There is no other subject of interest. So when Bhagavan saw that his devotees are in trouble, who have none other than himself, Sudarshanena Swaastrena Swanam Raksham Vyadhat. Those Pandavas whom he considered his own. Swanam. All these terms are so sweet and beautiful. You see? All these devotees, they consider Bhagavan as his own. They gave the highest priority to Bhagavan. That is how they lived their life. You see? To the extent Bhagavan becomes your highest priority, to that extent, you will become Bhagavan's highest priority. That relationship goes in both ways. That is the meaning here. So who has to take the initiative? You see, to the extent our life becomes a God-centric life, giving God the highest importance, to that extent you will find protection, guidance, solace, everything coming to you. To the extent I ignore God, to that extent I will experience as though God is ignoring me. Very interesting. It's something like, when you look at it, the mirror. When you look somewhere, that mirror image also looks somewhere else. But the moment you look at that mirror image, that image is also looking at you. It is almost the same type here also. To the extent Bhagavan becomes important for you, you experience that you are becoming important for Bhagavan also. You see? The moment, you see, Ananya Vishayatmanam, they were Ananya Vishayatmas, so they became Swanam. These people are my own, I have to protect them. Immediately Bhagavan took out his Sudarshana Chakra and thus protected them. Antasthas sarva bhutanam atma yogeshwaro harihi Swamayaya vrunod garbham vairatyah kurutantave. That Lord who is Antasthas sarva bhutanam, that Lord who is seated in the hearts of everyone, that Yogeshwara, Lord of all yogas, Harihi, remover of all sorrows, what did he do? Avrunot garbham, that baby in the womb, he just covered it and protected by his own Swamaya, by his divine power. Thus, this baby who was there to ensure the continuity of Pandava lineage, this baby was protected. Yadyapyastram brahmashirah tvamogham chapratikriyam vaishnavam teja asadya samashamyat brghudvaha. Yadyapi, though brahmashirah amogham, this Brahmastra is infallible. If you send that astra, it will do its job. Nobody can stop it. Infallible arrow it was. And cha apratikriyam, it has no counter missile. It has no counter missile. Again, it is infallible. But Vaishnavam teja asadya, because of the power of Vishnu, samashamyat, it just subsided. It was only because Bhagavan was there that this could be done. You see, who is more powerful, Brahma or Vishnu? According to Bhagavata Purana. So according to Bhagavata Purana, Brahmaji was created by Vishnu. He came from that navel. Brahmaji was a creation of Vishnu. So therefore, the missile blessed by Brahma cannot touch Vishnu. The creation cannot override the creator. This is the law. So though that missile from all worldly standards, you just cannot subside it, extinguish it, neutralize it. But Bhagavan, out of his power, just neutralized it. Mamanstha hetadaschyaryam sarvaschyamayechyute ya idam mayaya devya srujat Pratyavati Hantyajah. Mamanstahe tad Ashcharyam. Don't think that it is an Ashcharyam wonder. No. This Bhagavan, Sarvashcharyamayam he is. Whatever he does, everything is Ashcharyam, wonderful only. Wonderful, inexplicable, mysterious. Just imagine, ya idam mayaya devya srijati avati hanti. Just imagine the power of his Maya. He just creates his world, sustains his world, and dissolves his world. As a child's play. For such a Bhagavan, what is impossible? So don't think that this is, oh, how did he do? There is nothing. The one who can create this world so effortlessly, what is so difficult for him? Brahmastra is only one entity in the world. And here is a person who dissolves the world effortlessly. What is so great for him to dissolve that missile? And now when this happened, Bhagavan protecting the child, protecting all the Pandavas, Kunti Devi was filled with the emotion of devotion, of gratitude. Now we have a Kunti Stuti. It's a beautiful Stuti. The Stuti is beautiful because in this you find lot of pointers of how to develop devotion for God. So therefore this Stuti is very beautiful. Brahmatejo vinirmuktehi atmajai saha krishnaya prayanabhimukham krishnam idamaha prathasati. When Kunti Devi saw that her children were saved from this Brahmastra by Bhagavan, not only children were saved, the next line, that baby also was saved. And as Krishna was about to leave towards Dwaraka, she stood in front and now she is doing a stuti of Bhagavan. Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakruteh Param Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahiravasthitam. My prostration, Namaste Purusham Tvadyam. My prostration to you, O Lord. Who are you? Adyam Purusham, primeval being. Prakritehe Param, beyond Prakriti, beyond matter, that pure consciousness. Ishwaram, the Lord of the universe. Who is Sarva Bhutanam Antaha Bahihi Avasthitam. Who is situated inside and outside. That Bhagavan who is there inside and outside, but at the same time, though he is everywhere, alaksham, not seen. This is a wonder. God who is everywhere, but he is not seen by anyone. My prostration to that God. So this is the first pointer in devotion. How to develop devotion? Number one, know who God is. He is that Satchidananda Swarupa, the consciousness in us, which is free from Prakriti, which is free from matter, causeless cause, the self in us. Knowing God is very important to love God. Loving is not possible without knowing. So therefore that Bhagavan who cannot be seen, perceived with our senses. Amma, why is it that we are not able to perceive? The second verse. Alaksham is defined. Maya javanikachannam atnyadhokshajam avyayam nalakshase mudhadrusha nato natyadharo yatha. Bhagavan, you cannot be seen by others. Your glory cannot be seen because Maya Javanika Achannam. You are covered, veiled. Veiled by what? Javanika. Javanika means curtain. You are veiled by the curtain of what? Maya. Maya Javanika Achannam. Bhagavan, you have beautifully disguised yourself with the curtain of Maya. Though you are avyayam, imperishable, adhokshajam, the one who is just behind the sense organs, propelling the sense organs, meaning the sakshi, adhokshajam, nalakshyase moodhadrisha, the foolish people, deluded people, ignorant people, they don't see you. Exactly like nato natyadharo yatha, just like the actor is not seen amidst theatrical costumes. You see, there is an actor who has put all these costumes, and now you are looking at the person. Where is that actor? He is right in front of you. You are searching for the actor. Where is he? Right behind that costume. In the same way, Krishna is standing there, and you are saying, where is God? Right behind that costume of that physical form. This is superficial meaning. What is the spiritual meaning? Where is Bhagavan? Right behind this aham vritti is aham. Got it? Where is Bhagavan? Right behind I. The little I is the capital I. This little I is searching for the capital I. Where? Outside. Where is he? You see? In the drama, there is a role given to you. You are playing the role. Say, let us say, the role of a beggar. Now that beggar is searching for the actor. How it will be? Where is the actor? That beggar himself is the actor. You see? But he is searching outside. Will he ever find it? Beautiful example. Nataha natyadharaha yatha. That actor himself has become that role in that drama. The role and the actor both are one and the same, in the same place. The little I and the capital I, together they are there. Jivatma, Paramatma, they are ever together. They cannot be separated. It is only a wrong notion which is separating them. Where is the dreamer and the waker? How far is the waker from the dreamer? Both are one and the same place. But moodha drusha, ajna, because of ignorance we don't know. You see? So the second pointer in developing devotion. I am not able to see God, not because lack of grace or blessing of God, because of my own ignorance. Very important point. Otherwise we go on blaming God only. God, your grace is not there. That is why I am not able to develop devotion for you. We want to blame somebody or the other. It is my imperfection. What is that imperfection? See the next verse. Tatha paramahamsanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanartham katham pashyema histriyah. O Lord, women like me, foolish women like me, ignorant women like, how will I see you? You are seen only by these people. So these are the qualification of the mind. You see? Paramahamsanam, muninam, amalatmanam. Bhakti yoga vidhanartham. Amalatmanam, pure-hearted people. Mala means impurity. Amala means purity, pure-hearted. Muninam, contemplative ones. Paramahamsanam. Hamsa means what? Nirakshira viveka. Ability to separate. Now here we are not separating milk and water. What are we separating? Real and unreal, permanent and impermanent. So these are all the qualifications to know that truth. Number one, a pure mind. Number two, the ability to discriminate between, distinguish between real and unreal, consciousness and matter. And then Bhakti Yoga, devotion. So if you have all this, Jnana, Bhakti, Vairagya, bas, you can experience that presence in your own heart. Right? So we cannot blame God for not seeing God. God is so clearly available. Even if He wants to hide, He can't. But we are not able to see because of our own impure mind. So we have to improve. So this is the second pointer. Know God and know that I am not experiencing God because of my own imperfection. Then the third pointer. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. My prostration unto Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the son of Devaki, the son of Nandagopa, to that protector of earth, Govindaya Namo Namaha, giver of liberation, my prostration. So here, third pointer we can say, making use of the Leelas of the Lord to develop devotion for God. Knowing the story. Bhagavan has taken an avatar, make use of that story to develop love and devotion for God. That's the third point. Fourth one. Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajanghraye. Namaha, my prostration unto Bhagavan. Pankajanabhaya. Pankaja means what? Lotus. The one from whom that lotus came out from his navel. Pankajamaline, the one who has garland of lotus. Pankajanetraya, the one who has eyes as beautiful as lotus. Pankaja Anghraye, the one who has lotus feet. Everything is lotus. What does lotus represent? Perfection. See, superficially there is a meaning, but don't get stuck. Lotus eyes, lotus hands, lotus heart, lotus, lotus, lotus. We wonder what is this lotus? I am fed up of lotus now. They are all symbolic, you have to understand. There is a symbolic language. Because Vyasa Rishi has a great task. Highly gross, materialistic, sensuous person also should enjoy Bhagavatam. Highly philosophical people should also enjoy Bhagavatam. So this is one syllabus from LKG, UKG to PhD. One syllabus. Everybody should find their material according to their evolution. You see, Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe. So every verse has to be understood from that. So Pankaja means perfection. That lotus, that flower is perfect. What is perfection? Remaining in dirty water, it brings out fragrance. Remaining in dirty water, it brings out nectar. Remaining in dirty water, it brings out beauty. It brings out freshness. These are all the glory of that flower. You see? The environment is very unconducive. Dirty water means what? Unconducive environment. Toxic people around. But you are bringing out the fragrance of the self. Love, kindness, sweetness, forgiveness. You see? Even when people around, the environment is very conducive. You are... In fact, Krishna's life itself was like that. Birth, where was the birth? In jail. Starting itself. From the beginning itself, it is killing, killing. All so many of the asuras. Finally, he had to kill his own uncle. Just imagine. his own mother and father in the jail. There is only sorrow. And finally he was shot dead by a hunter also. But there was not even one instance where you could see tears in the eyes of Krishna. He was always smiling, always joyful. That is called as lotus-like life. So here, Pankaja means perfection. Bhagavan is perfect and his creation is also perfect. That is meaning Pankaja Nabhaya. Nabhi, navel is the source. So whenever we are going to die, you will find something happening in our navel. Yes or no? Especially when you are going that roller coaster ride, etc. You start feeling something in the navel. Isn't it? Why? Because that is our source. So whenever there is a threat to life, something happens there. That baby is also in the navel only, isn't it? It is fed from that navel in the womb. So in the same way, from his navel the whole world has come. That is what Brahmaji coming in that lotus. From his navel. Means what? The whole creation has come from him. Pankaja Nabhaya means what? He is also perfect. His creation is also perfect. Pankaja Netraya, his vision is perfect. He sees the reality. He sees with impartiality. He sees everything with love, kindness. That is called the perfection of vision. He sees the one in the many. That is perfection of vision. Pankaja Netraya. Pankaja Anghraye. What is the perfection of feet? When we remember his lotus feet, we are at peace. That is the perfection of feet. That feet which runs towards his disciple, that feet is perfect. You see? Feet also means the place where you stand. You are standing. That is why we worship the Padukas of Guru. Where does the Guru stand? He stands on knowledge. So that where Bhagavan stands, he stands on reality. So lotus feet. You see, these are all the spiritual symbolic meaning. So to that God of perfection, our prostration. So here, how does it help in developing devotion? Point number 4, always keep this in mind. This world is perfect. Nothing is imperfect in this world. Don't think that you are more intelligent than God. God, I think you have made a mistake. This shouldn't have been like this. God, why me? Grumbling, complaining, all these indicate that somewhere I think I am superior to God. That very same moment mind is disturbed. Whatever God does is perfect. That is the meaning. This is how the practice of this goes. Okay, next one. Yatha Hrishikesha khalena devaki kamsena ruddhati chiram shucharpita vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibho tvayaiva nathena muhurvipadganat. Bhagavan, how you saved your mother Devaki from that wicked Kamsa. That mother Devaki, she was imprisoned for a long time. She was miserable, grieving in that prison cell. But you released her from that, from that wicked person called Kamsa. In the same way, Bhagavan, Vimochitaham. It is true not only for Devaki, it is true for me also. Because you have saved me and my children. Muhuhu, again and again, from so many vipat, from calamities, dangers. Kunti, what are they? Bhagavan, I remember all of them. Verse number 24. Vishan mahagnev purushada darshanat asatsabhaya vanavasa krichatah mrudhe mrudheneka maharathastrataha Draunyastrataschasma harebhirakshitah. So to understand this verse, you must know the story of Mahabharata. Vishat, Bhagavan, you saved us from Visham. Visham means what? poison. You see, Kauravas, when they were children, they tried to poison Bhima and kill him. When they were playing and all that. So Bhagavan, you saved us from poisoning. Vishad. Maha Agnehe. These Kauravas, they tried to burn them down. Pandavas. In that Lakshagraha. The house of lac. So Bhagavan, you saved us from that also. From that fire. Purushada Darshanat. There can be two meanings for this. Purushat, Adarshanat. From that unseen Purusha. So here the story is about the Yaksha. So one by one Pandavas were dead. Yaksha said, unless you answer my question, you are not going to. I am not going to. So there was a pond. They were all very thirsty in some forest. So they were in search of water. So they all took rest. And one by one, I think first Sahadeva went. So he saw the lake, water. He was going to take water. Then the Yaksha said. So that Yaksha was unseen. Don't drink water. First you have to answer my question. Only then you can take water. But he did not listen. He just drank. He was dead on the spot. So Sahadeva is gone. Everybody is watching. Where is he? Then Nakula is sent. Nakula also comes there. He finds water. And his brother is lying down. First let me drink water. I am so thirsty. Again he says, hey, stop. So the story goes, everybody is dead. Finally Yudhishthira comes. Yudhishthira then answers the questions of Yaksha. It is called as Yaksha Prashna. It's very famous. And finally he revives all of them. So, Purushat Adarshana, from that unseen man. This is one meaning. Second meaning is Purusha Ada means eater. From man-eaters. That is also right. Hidumba was a man-eater. Bhagavan, you saved us from man-eaters. Asat Sabhaya, from that evil assembly also Bhagavan, you saved us. What is that evil assembly? Draupadi episode. Bhagavan. Now you see, Kunti Mata is remembering everything. This is something we have to remember. There are many times in our life when we are in trouble, totally helpless. Bhagavan, bachao. And then we get response from Bhagavan. He saves also. But what is the wonderful thing we do? Forget everything. Once problem is over, Bhagavan is forgotten. But here you see Kunti, everything she remembers. Vanavasa Kritchata, Bhagavan, in that forest also, how many times you saved us. The famous episode is that of Durvasa Rishi. It comes with that 10,000, So that one leaf. I hope you all know the story, so I don't want to repeat. Vanavasa Kritchata. Mridhe, Bhagavan in every war, Aneka Maharatha Astrataha. Very many weapons were shot at my children. But in all those cases, you saved my children. So yesterday that list was given. Do you remember? What all were the weapons which Arjuna had no reply? You remember? Should I repeat? Number 1, Nagastra, sent by whom? Karna. What did Bhagavan do? Pressed the chariot and thus Arjuna was saved. Nagastra. Narayanastra, sent by Ashwatthama. So how did Bhagavan save? Bhagavan said, there is no remedy for this. Don't fight, just surrender. That's the only way. Thus Bhagavan saved all of them. Then Vaishnavastra by Bhagadatta. Bhagadatta. What did Bhagavan do? He just absorbed that power of that astra. Vaishnavastra. Then there is a Shakti astra also. Yesterday I forgot to mention that. Shakti. Shakti astra that was given by Indra to Karna. When Karna gave his Kavacha Kundala. So that powerful weapon was given by Indra to Karna, saying that you use it against anyone, that person is finished. So then Karna had kept that for Arjuna. And Bhagavan knew it. Bhagavan knew that if he uses against Arjuna, my poor Arjuna will not be there. So I must protect him. So therefore what Bhagavan does, he sends Ghatotkaja, son of Bhima. Ghatotkaja, my God, he unleashed terror to such an extent that this one fellow would have wiped away the entire Kaurava forces. At that time, Karna had no choice but to use this. That's how Ghatotkaja is killed. So actually Bhagavan saved, you see, so Shakti, that missile is called Shakti. So in this way, mrudhe aneka maharathastrataha, Bhagavan, how many missiles were shot at my children. You saved my children from. And now, Draunyastrataschasma harebhirakshitaha. Now, this Drauni, Ashwatthama, he has sent this Brahmastra, and you have saved my children. So what is the pointer here? Devotion. Point number 5. Ever be grateful to what God is doing to you. We may not have missiles to remember. You see, Arjuna was a warrior, so they have such stories. We also have our own stories. Never forget, be ever grateful. There must be some situations in life when you are completely cornered. You just don't know what to do, where to turn to. Everybody, totally helpless situation. You say, Bhagavan, save me, save me, save me. And something happens. And you are saved. Maybe you are suffering from some disease and you just don't know what is happening. And some medicine comes and just something will happen. Remember all those moments. Treasure them. Never forget. Be grateful. So this is the pointer here. Then only you will develop devotion. When you know that there is somebody who is taking care of you all the time, then you automatically starts loving. There is somebody who is with me, listening to me, taking care of me, protecting me, loving me. So these are all the calamities. When you have seen the result, don't forget, be grateful. Okay, next one. Very famous verse. Vipadas santu na shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yatsyat apunar bhava darshanam. Therefore, Bhagavan, vipadaha santu shashvat tatra tatra. Again and again let calamities come to me. Let there be more and more suffering, more and more calamities, tragedy. Because, hey Jagadguru, bhavataha darshanam yatsyat. The moment we get your darshanam, apunar bhava darshanam. Whenever there is a calamity, I sincerely pray to you. And in that sincere, heartfelt prayer, I experience your presence in the heart. Which ultimately leads to apunar bhava darshanam, freedom from birth death cycle. Now see the play of words here. Bhavataha darshanam, abhava darshanam. You see, all these beauties you don't see it in translation. Bhavataha darshanam, abhava darshanam is a play of words. Bhavataha, your darshanam, vision. Abhava darshanam. So if you have to translate in English, it will be godly vision leads to end of worldly vision. Godly vision ends the worldly vision. The moment you have the vision of God, world ends. Why world ends? Mind becomes absolutely quiet. World is nothing but a projection upon the mind. That is called as moksha. Bhavataha darshanam, abhava darshanam. So now, here what is the thing? Convert every calamity into an opportunity. This is the 6th point. Every calamity, every tragedy, every problem in life, convert it into an opportunity. What is that opportunity? To develop devotion. Take that problem to God, He will solve it, and then when He solves it, that problem becomes a wonderful means to develop love for God, devotion for God. All of us have problems. Instead of becoming miserable, trying to solve the problem in your own limited ways, take the problem to God. You will find that anything taken to God becomes your strength. Any weakness taken to God becomes your strength. Even weakness becomes strength. Addiction becomes a means, you see. That is the beauty of God. You take anger to God, anger becomes your strength. You take fear to God, that fear leads you to strength. You see? How do you become strong? With your connectivity with God. This is how you become strong. For example, I have a lot of fear. Whenever there is fear, chant Bhagavan's name. Go on chanting Bhagavan's name. In the process, what is happening? You get connected to God. And when you are connected to God, what happens? You become strong. And when you become strong, what happens to fear? It goes away. So what has happened? Fear has become your strength. You see? Convert every calamity into an opportunity. This is the sixth point. Okay. Next one. Beautiful verse. Another beautiful verse. Janmaishwarya shrutashribihi edhamanamadav puman naivarhatya bhidatum vai tvamakinchana gocharam. Bhagavan, those who are bloated with ego, due to what? Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shri, Edhamana Madaha. Big ego. Because of what? Janma. They are born in a big family, royal family, great family, rich family. That can create an ego. Janma, Aishwarya. What is Aishwarya? Power. Ishwarasya bhava. Power, influence, position. That can create ego. Shruta. Fame. Popularity can create ego. Shri. Wealth. In this way, those people whose egos are bloated, such a person, Bhagavan, na eva arhati abhidatum tvam. They never take your name. You will always find this. The more and more the ego rules us, lesser and lesser we feel the need of spirituality. We become more and more materialistic. Very true. So therefore here, if you want to develop devotion for God, you have to be very, very careful of ego. Never be arrogant, never be egoistic, be very, very humble. Because you see the name of God here. Akinchana gocharam. Bhagavan, you are akinchana gocharam. Gocharam means what? Perceived. Gocharam. Gocharam means that which is perceived through the sense organs. Perception is called gocharam. Bhagavan, you are akinchana gocharam. Akinchana means what? The one who has nothing. The one who has nothing is called akinchana. Such a person only sees you. The one who has nothing, the one who is perceptible for those who have nothing. This is the meaning. Swamiji, then none of us will be qualified then. See, the point is not whether you have anything or not. Point is, what is your understanding? You may have so many things, but if you say, Bhagavan, everything belongs to you, then you are akinchana only. It is not literal, okay? It is possible that a person may have only langoti, but he is very proud of his langoti. Okay. Sadhu will have competition with another sadhu. It's possible. Both are beggars, but my asana is better than his asana. Asana means seat. See, you can be egoistic for little things also. Whereas King Janaka, he was a king, but Brahmajnani. So here akinchana doesn't literally mean how much you have. No. Are you having the pride of what you have? So be humble. Very important. Okay, how many over? 7. Namo kinchana vittaya nivritta guna vrittaye atma ramaya shantaya kaivalyapataye namaha. My prostration unto that Lord who is akinchana vittaha. This is another name. Akinchana vittaha. The one who has nothing, Bhagavan is his wealth. The one akinchana vittaha. The only wealth of those who have nothing. Akinchana vittaha. So Bhagavan is the wealth of those who have nothing. My prostration to that Lord. Nivritta gunavrittaye, free from all guna, sattva rajas tamas. Atma ramaya shantaya. What is he doing, Bhagavan? Reveling in his own self. Shantaya, peaceful. Kaivalyapataye, the bestower of liberation. What is Bhagavan doing? Reveling in his own self. So what are we supposed to do? So this becomes the 8th point. What is devotion? What is the goal of whole spirituality? Abide in yourself. Be clear as to what you have to expect from this path. Many times we think, oh, if I become a devotee of God, I will get a lot of power. I will be able to read the minds of others. Riddhi, Siddhi, Anima, Mahima, Garima, Lagima. Oh. I want to fly unseen. People have all these kinds of wrong notions. When I progress in spirituality, I start about, oh, this fellow is thinking this about me. I know. What is spiritual progress? Reading somebody's mind? Knowing the future? Ability to predict the future? Fly high? Unseen? Lightweight? Heavyweight? No. This is spirituality. Atma Ramaya. Let there be clarity. Hridsthale manah swasthata kriya bhakti yoga bodhascha nishchitam. Bhakti, yoga, bodha, kriya, all these paths, what is it leading to? Hridsthale manah swasthata, firm abidance in the heart space. The same thing is said here, Atma Rama. When the mind rests in the self, that is the purpose of devotion, of knowledge, of karma yoga, raja yoga, ashtanga yoga, kundalini yoga, whichever yoga may be. Let there be clarity. And what will happen? Shantaya. This is called liberation. To that Lord, the bestower of liberation, my prostration. So expression of devotion is this, abidance in the self. Expression of devotion in the language of knowledge. Many times we have so many wrong notions. Oh, crying and weeping is devotion. Cry, oh, cry. Or losing body consciousness. Samadhi. Oh, great devotee. Or singing some bhajans. That doesn't necessarily mean you have devotion. The sign of devotion is this: where is your mind? Is it abiding in the self? In the language of devotion, we call it remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Sometimes it's very confusing. What is this lotus feet? This is very clear. Your attention is upon your own self. Abiding in consciousness. Being in the here and now. That is called Atmara. Languages are different, but it's the same thing. So let there be clarity as to what this devotion is going to do with you. Many people are sad. Swamiji, I am not able to cry. Others are able to cry. When they listen to the glory of the Lord, they are weeping. So great devotee. My tears only not coming. It's not necessary that tears should come. No, my hairs are not standing, Swamiji. Horripilation should come, no? No horripilation. Expressions are different in different people. All these things need not necessarily mean devotion or absence. This is the proof. What is your mind doing? Is the mind wandering in the world, or is the mind abiding in the Lord, abiding in the self? Bas. Let there be clarity. So how many points over? 8. Point number 9. We will see tomorrow. We are just halfway through, okay? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.